Yeah, look better. Okay. Merhaba, şu an Delfin'de okuduğum zamanlardan sınıf arkadaşım Willian'layım. Ona birazcık Delfin'de İngilizce öğrenme süreciyle alakalı sorular sormak istiyorum aslına bakarsanız. Ben tabii ki kendi deneyimimi size anlatıyor oluyorum ama başka bir ülkeden başka bir öğrencinin deneyimleri nasıl, onlar da faydalı olabilir diye düşünüyorum. Hi Willian.
Hello.
And so, do you want to have a little quick interview or?
Sure.
So, where are you from and I don't know when did.
I'm from Brazil. I am 28 years old. I was in Dublin as a student at first. I studied at Delphin for like 2 years. And then after 2 years I went back to my country. I stayed with my family.
But was it 2 years in Delphin? I just remember you changed your school.
Oh yeah, I studied in Delphin itself for 1 year and a half.
Uh-huh.
And then the other half I changed my school because I think I was looking for a new, different approach, and wait, I don't know if it's that okay to say that.
No, I mean, this video is not about Delphin. It's about being an exchange student in Dublin, so it will be okay, I think. I mean, I was the student of Delphin, so of course it's gonna be about Delphin first, but I'm just trying to make a video being an exchange student in Dublin, in Ireland.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, what is the advantages and opportunities you had when you're living here actually. I mean, it's not about the Delphin.
Okay. Okay, so I choose to study English in Ireland because my options was to go to Canada or Australia, but both of them were going to be too expensive for me that time, and my agent suggested me that I go to Ireland, and he told me that it probably was going to be a good choice because Ireland is one of the main places that you can work with IT. That is my profession. I work with IT, and he told me that it was going to be cheaper than other options, and could it be or Ireland or Malta? It's another option that usually students do.
But I'm not sure the people who live in Malta speaks English.
They do.
They do?
Yeah, they
I didn't
do.
know that.
The Malta has, I think, 2 official languages.
I mean, I decided
Just
to
like-
come here
just
because
like
I
Ireland.
knew Irish people speak English and they're native.
Yeah, different from Ireland, I think they speak their native language and English as a second, but in Ireland they speak English as a first language and Irish as
So
second.
how was your first month here?
Was
It struggled? I mean,
yeah, it was quite hard for me because that time a lot of students start coming to Dublin, and
but
the
they're
housing
also Brazilian.
the housing prices started to rise, and Dublin has this problem with housing, but
Rents are really expensive, by the way.
yeah, it's quite expensive, and it's quite hard to find a place to stay.
What was the average month you spent there?
That time was like from 350 to 400, but right now it's like more than 400. Sometimes we find like just 600. It's really expensive.
And it's just for rent and bills.
Yeah.
So you also need to spend money for your food and the
yeah.
social activities.
Yeah.
But it's not that possible to have social activities actually here. I mean, because it's about the priorities and you need to eat first.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know about the Turkish the Turkish visa that you got would take to come here, but my visa give me the permission to work, and for by the time that I'm like
we have the
a
permission
student,
as well.
You have it.
But the minimum time to have the education, it should be 25 weeks, I think. If you'll be here for 25 weeks minimum, you can have the permission to work.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, you're right. So just like us. And yeah, you can. I think you can live with the minimum wage. That's
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can live. But as I said, the hardest part is to find a place to stay. It's really hard. It's not that easy.
And I'm gonna have a funny question. I mean, it's not funny, but you're gonna know what I'm trying to say. It's not easy to work here. I mean, because you need to have PPS number. But for having a PPS number, you need to have a letter from your boss or something, from the place you work.
Yeah.
It's
It's kind of a paradox. You need to work you need the PPS number, but to get the PPS number you should be working.
Yeah. I mean, when you are trying to find a job and they ask for the PPS number.
Yeah.
And actually, to have a PPS number, you need a letter. So it's really a paradox. I mean, there are some illegal ways actually, but I don't want to mention that here right now.
Yeah, I think that's not a good idea. But
I had that,
Yeah, for higher education, if you're going to do a master's or a higher education, your college, they give you a letter to get the PPS number because they need this. So the school itself provides you the school letter for the PPS number.
You're having a master program now, right?
Yes, I am. And I think all the problems that English students have here, we don't have with in a higher education. And yeah, you don't have this struggle about the PPS number.
But were you able to have the PPS number because of your master program?
Yes, but I have
but
it.
Yeah, you already had. You already had. I know. So I don't know what else to ask. Was it effective to be here to learn English?
Oh yeah, of course.
But you already knew English, right?
Yes. When I first came here,
we were at the same class actually at our first week.
Yes. I was in the upper intermediate because I was already studying English in my country. I think I spent like 1 year studying English there. And I learned English when I was a teenager too, and all my life like with games and movies and kind of things.
I know, same. I was up here as well. But in my opinion, I mean, and I'm gonna ask yours too. For example, for Turkish people, they are here to improve their English, but they have lots of Turkish friends, even at the basement, at the canteen, and when they have the social activities. And it's not that possible to improve your English if you have friends from the same language. I mean, because you need to. Don't you agree with me?
No, I disagree. For example, I think a lot of Brazilians here live with all the Brazilians.
I know, but it depends.
And still you can learn.
It depends how kind of attitude you have.
Of course. It all depends on you.
I'm just gonna talk about the Turkish people that I saw. I mean, I had a Turkish friend here, and I was already upper. I know it was my advantage, but on pre-pose I didn't have any Turkish friend here. I saw some of them at the canteen or something, and I was just trying to ignore them. It's not I was a stubborn attitude. I was a stubborn person, but I needed to speak English, and usually when you have friends from the same country, they are not deciding to speak English because you can already have Turkish. So this is my suggestion, I think. Suggestion? Recommendation. It's better to say recommendation. It's better to have friends from another nationalities, I mean another languages, I think, because you need to have a practice for speaking. And what is your idea about it?
Like I said, I think all depends on you. If you really want to learn a new language, you have to I don't know, make your environment how can I say that?
Yeah, I mean,
Call what you want,
if
like,
you want to have friends from your country, of course you can have,
yeah, that's not a problem.
but just try to speak English, please. Because I had a friend here, and she told me once, I know your English is so okay, and how did you learn, and how did you improve? And I couldn't learn or something, I couldn't improve, she said to me. But at the same time, she had lots of Turkish friends. I mean, she had only Turkish friends, I think. And she has been going to Turkish places, like Turkish cafes or something. And she had spoken Turkish all the time. So I told her, this is the reason. You are not speaking English here. And you need to speak English to improve your English.
No, of course.
Yeah, please. Speak English if you wanna improve your English. Last words?
Yeah, like I said, Dublin is a great country.
People are so kind.
Yeah, people are really kind here. Everything is close, like is near from you. Like if you want to go to other countries, it's a good thing to do too. Like on your holidays, it's not expensive if you are working here already.
Yeah, but we still have to take visa.
Yeah, there's this kind
for Schengen areas,
but not
the United Kingdom.
There's some countries that you can still go, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean,
you need that for Ireland, Schengen.
No, it's not Schengen visa. So I had to take a visa for Republic of Ireland,
Okay.
and also Schengen. I think there is 36 countries in Schengen area.
Yes.
So I'm able to have, if I have Schengen, to travel to there, but not for Ireland. And also, you remember I went to the London and the Edinburgh, and I was there here.
You need a re-entry visa, isn't it?
Yeah, I needed to take a United Kingdom visa as well.
Yeah.
So it's not that easy for us.
Not that. Okay.
I mean, you're able to travel to other countries. It's easier for you than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy for them. So,
Just.
but it's still. I mean, no. I just checked my thoughts, but it's not easy to travel for us if you don't have Schengen visa or United Kingdom visa. Even though when you live here, because Turkey is already close to Europe, you know.
Yeah.
And we don't.
No, I mean like, if you want to go to other countries, it's not that expensive to pay for it.
Yes.
That's
yes. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I know. For example, by Ryanair.
Yeah.
It's just 10 or 15 euro to London.
Yeah, in Europe you got this budget companies that you can buy the flight tickets for 5 euro, 10 euro.
Yes, it is.
It's really cheap should you travel.
It is.
Even though having the struggle with the visa things, but yeah.
It's still cheap for flight tickets, you're right. So, I'm gonna have last person talk.
Okay.
Thank you for interviewing with me. And videoyu burada bitiriyoruz. Umarım alt yazı ekleyeceğim tabii ki. Umarım faydalı olabilir size bu video. Hani Willian Brezilya'dan olmasına rağmen çok şey benzer aslında bizim vize sürecimizle ve onların vize süreciyle alakalı. O yüzden ben birazcık da onunla konuşmak istedim. İlk videolarım ve çok iyi değilse her şey ki olmayabilir muhtemelen. Kusura bakmayın lütfen. Sorularınız olursa Dublin'de eğitim, Dublin'de yaşam, seyahat etmekle alakalı, çalışma şartlarıyla alakalı sorularınızı bırakabilirsiniz. Seve seve yardımcı olmaya çalışırım. Yazılı olarak dönmeye çalışırım ya da yeni bir video ile anlatmaya çalışırım. Teşekkür ederim izlediğiniz için. Hoşçakalın. Lütfen abone olmayı unutmayın.